Hey guys, it's Todd from Like Minded Lunatics bringing you, yes, another Drink, Play, Swear. It's all we do around here. It's all Jim Morrison told us to do when we saw him in the desert during that fever dream of ours. Around here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Drink, Play, Swear. And welcome back to Like Minded Lunatics. If you haven't done so already, bang, hit that subscribe button right there in the bottom right-hand corner. Bang, I'm going to mention it a few more times today. Please do it. It does a couple of good things for us. Just trust me, okay? One is it just makes us feel good. We're seeing how big this family is getting. But also it shows YouTube that we're kind of a big deal. I said kind of. We're kind of a big deal around here. What do I mean by we? Well, it's not just Drink, Play, Swear here at Like Minded Lunatics. It's also my buddy, Mark Gifford, co-founder of this channel. Check out his Friday night videos. They're right there. It's the crown jewel of this operation. It's the best in terms of production value. He actually has some meaningful things to say every once in a while instead of just cursing at a video game. And I hope you'll enjoy those if you're not enjoying those already. Okay, did the thing. Now it's time to drink, play, and swear. That's right. If you're not from around these parts, that's all we do around here. I talked about Jim Morrison already, didn't I? Okay. So what is drink, play, swear? Well, I play a game, usually a classic one, pair it with a beverage, and I tell you a story. So here we are. Glad you're with us. Get your feet up. Get those shoes off. Get your feet up. Let's play some games together and have a beverage. A bev. A drink, a cocktail, have something, have anything you want. Look at this, Donkey Kong Jr. I'm so excited to play this today. I don't really remember ever playing it. Of course, I'm familiar with the original Donkey Kong. I played that before on the channel. My finger's going the right way now. Played that on the channel. One of the very first Drink, Play, Swears, in fact. That's a great game. And then, you know, I'm familiar with the Super Nintendo era games, the Donkey Kong Countries and stuff. Those are fun. But I really don't remember Junior. And I saw that, you know, you get to be little Donkey Kong here. This is kind of a weird change of pace because then over here, where is he? Mario's a bad guy in this. Okay. You saw me destroy Donkey Kong in that early video. I felt pretty good about myself, but look. I don't know. Now he's like in a cage. It's an awfully small cage for such a big guy. I don't know how I feel about that. Pairing it with today, Donkey Kong Jr., I do feel pretty good about this. It's a Jim Beam and Coke. Did you get yourself something yet? Get yourself something. Ice cold refreshment. Crisp. Crisp. Okay. Are we playing yet? What's happening? Let's play some Donkey Kong Jr. Okay. I can tell you're supposed to climb here, and then there's these little bad guys coming. They're moving pretty fast here. I don't really know exactly what my strategy is here. I'm going to go up top. Get this little guy. Can I make this jump? Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So this is a lot like the original Donkey Kong in that you're trying to get to the top and get to a specific area that'll clear us and take us to the next level. But the climbing the vines here is kind of a different mechanic than I'm used to. So I'm gonna fail a little bit here. I'm gonna be right up front with you. Uh-oh. Get moving. Here we go. Boom. Didn't think that was gonna happen. Okay. Let's get into the story for today. Let me pause for a second so I can pay attention because I have no idea what's going to happen here next in the game. But I want to at least get started in the story, give you some attention, my beverage some attention, so we can get into this game a little bit. Okay, the story for today. I want to talk about epic moments in dad failure, okay? I'm just going to share one of them today, but I'm sure this could be an anthology series, at least if I'm the subject, if I'm the subject of it. I try real hard as a dad. I happen to think I'm a pretty good father. My daughter's 10, my son is 4, so I've been doing it for a little while now. Got a decade under my belt, but you all know that, well, we're all capable of error from time to time. And there are some things that people would be judgmental about in terms of, you know, your parenting, but you stand by it, say, no, this is how we do things in this family, or whatever. No, today's story is a clear failure. Clear failure. I even had to clear it with my wife first before I told it, because I didn't want her to, be uncomfortable with it going up. But she's good with it. So let's go for it. And I think she's probably okay with it because it's 100% my failure and not her own. Okay. So me and my wife and my daughter, who was about 18 months at the time, or maybe 2 years old, so my son wasn't born yet, we decided to go out to West Texas. West Texas, if you're not from around these parts, is a really beautiful desert, but there's a pretty cool arts community out there, lots of good hiking going on, lots of good parks. It's a beautiful part of Texas. So many different parts of Texas. It's just one beautiful part of Texas. So we went out there with our daughter, which was a challenge. It's hard being in the car with kids on long trips. So we tried to split up the trip a little bit and do it over a couple of days as opposed to doing it all at once, because my daughter wasn't the biggest fan of being in the car for a long time. So we decided that we would stop, for you non-Texas folks, we would stop halfway, which is Del Rio, okay? So we were going to go from originally Marfa and stop at Del Rio on our way home to San Antonio. Look at this. I love these like bizarre futuristic levels that you get. Like we started in a natural environment with the vines, and now what? We're in a computer? But don't worry, Donkey Kong Jr., this computer has fruit in it. Not sure that makes sense. So we stop in Del Rio, and we're just going to take it easy, right? Because when you have little ones, you force yourself to not push yourself as hard as you would if you were just a couple. If you were a married couple, you might drive 12 hours in a day if you needed to. But we just want to do a few hours and take a break. There was nothing necessarily in Del Rio we wanted to see, but just, get a hotel, who knows, maybe get some room service, and just try to kick back and prepare for the next morning. So we do just that, and part of that process is, of course, getting my daughter a bath. Washing up after a day on the road. Sometimes in that car, you feel like, I don't know, there's some kind of like weird sheen or slime on you at those long road trips. Well, now we realize that somehow, even though we'd requested a bathroom with a tub, that this was a shower only. And my daughter at 18 months, she's wanting a bath, bath toys and the whole experience. Well, we were traveling with my father-in-law, and he happened to be in the room across the hall from us, and he had a tub. So we asked him, would it be okay if my daughter came over and used your tub? He said, of course, no problem, because he's not a monster. What are you gonna do? Say no to an 18, two-year-old who wants to take a bath? No. So we go over there, and my wife is also wanting a shower. She's wanting to bathe. And so back in our room, I'm preparing my daughter for a bath and getting things together and getting her together. And then my wife goes into our shower. So now I'm taking our daughter across the hall. The logistics of this are important, I promise. Going across the hall. Now I get across the hall, and I'm in my father-in-law's room now, and I see him. He's sitting down on a chair near the bed, near the TV, watching sports on TV. And I say, hey, we're here. Is it okay if we get on in the tub? He goes, yeah, no problem. So I start the water, and my daughter and I are dropping the toys into the tub. Well, now I'm realizing I didn't bring a washcloth. I didn't bring a towel. Okay, genius. But don't worry, that's not the worst of it. It gets much worse. So I realize this, and I say, okay, honey, stay right here. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get you a towel and a washcloth. I step out of the bathroom, and I just say, I don't look to my father-in-law. I just say to him, hey, I'm just running across the hall real quick to get a towel. I'll be right back. Exit the room and walk across the hall. It's a very short distance, right? Across the hall to my room, get a towel from there, come back. Well, in the time it took me to quickly go from one room to another, those doors are kind of swinging, right? Well, my father-in-law's room closes. And so I'm like, okay. So I knock on the door, Hello? Sorry, I locked myself out here. Now, I don't know this has happened, but my father-in-law has exited a different door. Their room had an exterior door, not just the interior door into the hallway, but an exterior door to go out to the parking lot. He has already left the room. I don't have a key to the room. My daughter is not in the tub, but in the bathroom with running water. And I'm locked out of the room. My wife is in the shower in our room. So let me just say, for those of you who are prone to anxiety, there's a happy ending to this story, okay? So don't worry. But if you're a parent, you know that this is one of those fears you have. Is a fairly innocuous moment turns dangerous, right? So I can't get in. I'm knocking at the door, and I'm slowly realizing that my father-in-law must not be in there. I later find out that, yes, he did. Whoa, watch out. He did go out that exterior door because he thought we were fine. I think he was going to the pool or something. Oh, right onto the thing. Did you see that? Epic fail. I'm going to say that was pretty painful for old Junior there. So I'm knocking at the door like crazy. Then I see, seconds later, that there is a woman coming down the hall with the little cart. She's cleaning the rooms. Oh, I got to get moving. I wasn't paying attention there. She's cleaning the rooms. I say, ma'am, I need to get into this room. She says, oh, I'm sorry. It's policy. We don't let anybody into the rooms. You're going to have to go to the front desk to confirm that that's your room, et cetera, et cetera. And I interrupt her. I just say, my daughter is in this room alone. She is, oh, watch out. She is very young, and the bathtub is running. She starts sprinting down the hall, getting on her little, radio to try to confirm with the manager it's okay that she does this. She's not going to lose her job, I'm knocking frantically at the door while all this is happening, just waiting for her to run down the hall, thinking the worst. If you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. You're thinking the worst. And as I'm knocking at the door and looking down the hall, waiting for this woman to come down and get the confirmation that she's going to unlock this room for me, all of a sudden, my hand sort of falls and the door swings open. And I look down, and there's my 2-year-old daughter. She goes, Daddy. She's fine. She heard me knocking. I got there to the bathtub before it overflowed, so the water's off. The temperature of it was fine, and she wasn't in the tub. So it was one of those things where it's like, it was okay, and it was going to be okay. Because my kid's smart. But, man, now that you know everything is okay, I will share a funny part to this story. That is that I called out to my wife that I had made a huge blunder while she was in the shower. So she jumps out of the shower wet, puts on her dress inside out, and jumps, and tries to come to the aid of an imbecile husband. It all worked out. It's okay. But you have those moments, don't you? And maybe you remember those moments as a kid. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? Look at this. I think this is the last level. There is absolutely no way that I'm going to be able to actually do this, is there? As you know... What's that? Oh, I can stand here. Okay. Oh, that's not going to work. Is this guy going to go back and forth? Get out of here. Okay. We're going to figure this out, folks. I don't know why I said that aggressively. Because I'm aggressive? All right. Here we go. Anyway, that's the end of the first of many epic moments in dad failure. Ugh. I was just going to get a towel, man. All right. I'm not going to beat myself up too bad about it because everything worked out. I got a few more of these, though, that are funny. Not today. What's going to happen? Am I really going to do this? I did freed Pop? Oh, and I caught him. All right, I like this. I didn't think about this, but look, and then it starts over and everything. But I feel great about this. It's like a metaphor. I just forgave myself, didn't I? Dad just got released from the cage of his guilt and fear into his child's arms. That's really poorly written. I'm sorry. Well, here we are. That was a quick one today, and I got a lot of beverage. So let's down this. Thanks for joining us here at Like Minded Lunatics, and we're glad you're here at Drink, Play, Swear. Hit that subscribe. And in between now and the next time I talk to you, I'm Todd with a cold throat. See ya.